Hello everybody and welcome back to Very Biased Opinions. It is the final round of matches in the group stage of the Champions League. We are going to jump into it straight away, but do remember there are timestamps down below. There's a ton of games, we know that. So if you just want to click ahead to the games you want to see, the timestamps are right down there. I am joined by a giddy and excited Thomas Pickering, who has just seen his Manchester United side beat Manchester City. And without him going off on one, Thomas, just lead us into the first game, which is another one of your beloved sides.
FC Red Bull Salzburg versus Liverpool.
FC Salzburg is all about their heralded striker, Haaland, who's he's like the most wanted property on the whole of Europe. Where's he going to end up? Everybody's linked with him. This group has Liverpool on 10 points, Napoli on 9 and Salzburg on 7. So Salzburg need to win this game to qualify. Liverpool are already there. So I can see it maybe being a draw, but I think Liverpool are going to edge it because they're so good. Liverpool 2-1.
I'm just going to copy you 2-1 to Liverpool.
Yeah, Tom's rushed for time, so get the feeling you're not going to hear a lot of him talking. Napoli versus KRC Genk.
Napoli have been really good in the Champions League this year. They pushed Liverpool pretty hard. And Genk, the great club from Bratislava, stand a really good chance of not getting anything out of this game. Genk's comeback in the last one, weren't they down 2 men or something absolutely ridiculous? But that's not going to happen again. Napoli are going to win this game 2-0.
Yeah, Napoli at home all day long. Napoli will go through as well as Liverpool. And I think Napoli, 2-1.
Borussia Dortmund versus the slaves from Prague.
So Dortmund desperately need a win. Dortmund always seem to flatter to deceive. They always seem to like get in good positions and then stuff it up. But they always seem to get through in the Champions League. And you'd expect them to win this one, knowing against quite a weak Slavia Prague side. 3-0 to Dortmund.
We're going totally rogue here. I'm doing this match and the next match in conjunction. Borussia Dortmund are going to blow it here. They're going to draw 1-0 with Slavia Prague because they are having a bad year. At the same time, Inter Milan are having a fantastic year. They lead Serie A, and Barcelona just have this slight weakness that you always see. It doesn't matter to Barca. They've qualified. I think they qualified top. They're on with 11 points and Inter on 7. I have Inter winning this game 2-1. I have Inter going through in second place and Borussia Dortmund being knocked out. The wheels have fallen off the bus, Dortmund.
Yeah, I don't see Inter Milan beating Barcelona. I see it being a 1-1 draw, and I see it Dortmund being the side to go through. And Inter sadly have to play in the Europa League.
Benfica versus Zenit St. Petersburg.
Benfica have been surprisingly terrible in Europe this season. Coming up against Zenit St. Petersburg, who are surprisingly doing very well. You'd think it's in opposite land all of a sudden. I just don't fancy Russian sides going away and winning. So I say Benfica have a last hurrah. The last game they'll play in Europe this year, and they'll win it by 2-1.
What are the odds of having 2 straight groups where second and third are on 7 points? Nuts. I've got Benfica to win as well. You just don't trust Russian sides away from home. If they prove us wrong, I apologize to all of you in the comments that are mad at us for saying that. Historically, you don't do well. Suck it. Benfica 2, Zenit St. Petersburg 1.
One man, Lyon, takes on the whole of RB Leipzig.
So RB Leipzig are through. They're probably through on top. Zenit St. Petersburg and Lyon are tied on 7, if I'm correct. I've got RB Leipzig to win this. They've been a revelation this year. They've been really strong, and I think they'll want to go through the next round with a win. I've got them winning this match 2-0.
I think shenanigans will come into play in this one, Tom, and I think that Lyon will know that Zenit can't go through because they're losing, and I think it'll be the old gentleman's agreement, and it will play out to a nice 1-1 draw.
Ajax versus Valencia.
Huge game, massive game. Valencia need to win it more than Ajax. Ajax can go through still with a point. Valencia did well in their last game against Chelsea, managed to come back into it when they looked like they were going to lose. Had a really hot spell in that one. Oh God, this one's going to be tough. I think this one's going to be a draw as well. I think this one could be 2 each.
I thought Valencia were at 4-1 with like 30 minutes left, weren't they? Didn't they? Oh no, that was the game before. This was the one where they scored that ridiculous goal. They're not going to do that again here. Ajax are going to win this one. Ajax are going to win 3-1.
Chelsea versus Lille.
Well, Chelsea need a win. Their performance today against Everton was dreadful. Oh my God, talk about falling apart at the back. Kepa with random passes, defenders unable to make a tackle. Calvert-Lewin scored a goal. I mean, it is shocking. horror at Stamford Bridge, but they will right the ship here. They will go through in second place, and they will beat Lille 3-0.
Yeah, it has become a little bit of what Chelsea's going to turn up, but I think they'll definitely put in a good performance here. They only need a win, and they will win this, yeah. I don't think it'll be 3-0. I'll go nice and safe 2-0.
Club Bruges versus Real Madrid.
Yeah, so cut and dry group, not much to really play for. Real Madrid are already through. They can't win the groups. It's only them in second place. They'll win, I think. They're not being convincing in any game, but Real Madrid will win this, and they'll win it 2-0.
Yeah, I think, that. It's literally that.
Paris Saint-Germain versus Galatasaray.
Yeah, Turkish clubs don't travel well. Paris Saint-Germain have been really good. They came back from 2-0 down against Madrid out of nowhere to draw 2-2. I got Paris Saint-Germain to win this one 3-0.
Flat track bullies. That's what PSG are. They love to turn on the style when there's nothing at stake. There's nothing at stake here. So they'll win big, and they'll win 4-0.
Bayern Munich versus Tottenham Hotspur.
Well, can Mourinho do better against Brian than Mauricio Pochettino did? He only has to concede 6 goals to do that. And I reckon he's got a chance. He's a pretty decent manager. But Bayern Munich, what is this? This will be a Jose. This will be a part of the bus. I reckon it could be 1-1.
I'm going to go 3-2 to Spurs, and that infers that this is some back and forth incredible match. This is not. Both goals Spurs concede are going to be garbage. They're going to be control of the match for most of it. They're going to keep scoring goals and then just conceding nothing at the back, because that's what Spurs do best. I know they've just had a great result today, but against Man United, they saw what happens against even half-decent opposition, which is all Man United are. Bayern will get 2, Spurs will get 3. They're going through in second.
I love it. I can't wait to watch that game. Olympiakos versus Red Star Beograd.
No one cares. Literally no one cares. Goose eggs.
Well, I'll have to throw away my 15-page dossier on this game. I don't care either. Olympiakos win 1-0.
Dynamo Zagreb versus Manchester City.
Brave and courageous Manchester City, who only just went down very narrowly to Manchester United today in the derby, are already through and qualified. So you would have thought they would have put up more of a fight against Man United today. But they travelled to Zagreb, a nice holiday in Croatia for them, bit of warm weather training, and they'll win very turgidly, 1-0.
Is it warm in Croatia this time of the year, Ian?
No, not really.
Geography?
No, not really.
Geography? Is Zagreb even in Croatia? I ask you. No, the pathetic play of Man City today is really disenchanting me with them, but Dynamo Zagreb is a walkover for a team like Man City. City to win 3-0.
Yeehaw! It may be the last time that we get to go to Atlanta. A Shakhtar Donetsk travel to Atlanta.
Firstly, anyone who criticizes me for my commentary on Atalanta can go do one. They are having a decent year in the Serie A. They've had a decent year in general, and they're a freaking Italian team playing Champions League football. So get out, all of you that comment and say, I don't know what I'm talking about. I do. That being said, Shakhtar Donetsk are at home, and they're going to win this one 2-1.
Something about the Champions League, it's when you play in it for the first time, it is just very difficult. It is just different from the leagues you usually play in, and all the sides you come up against, it's just hard. It's hard for sides to adjust to, and that's what Atalanta's biggest problem has been this season. They've got in good positions, they've just crumbled a little bit and let leads slip in certain games. I think that Shakhtar Donetsk will just be a little bit too strong for them in this one, and I think they're going to win it 2-1, and that will put Shakhtar through in second place. A good result for them. I'm not sure they qualify very often.
Atletico Madrid versus Lokomotiv Moscow.
So Atletico Madrid need a result here just to make sure of qualification. Lokomotiv Moscow, the only thing they can do is maybe win and hope to get in the Europa League. But Atletico Madrid, who haven't been great, will win this in a very Atletico Madrid way, 1-0.
I just want you to know that somebody is going to comment, and the fact you said Atletico Madrid haven't been great is going to cause much condemnation from the crowd. They have been great.
Labour in every game.
They're a labouring side. Honestly, they could win every match in a season. It'd be Mourinho style 1-0 if they had that.
Very political, Thomas, saying that they're labouring.
I've got Madrid winning this one as well. I've got it 2-0 though.
The fourth incarnation of Leverkusen versus Juventus.
You gotta love that there's a company name in there, Bayer. Juventus, top of the group. They're going through. They look like probably one of the top 3 favorites to win the Champions League. They're going to go to Germany and they're going to win 1-0 away from home.
I think I've got one word to describe Juventus and Ronaldo. Overrated. Flatter to deceive. Absolutely shocking. So I am going to back Leverkusen to lose 2-1 to Juventus.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, that is everything for you today. Thank you,
Thomas. It's a running gag. It's not funny. You know we do Europa League. It's Thursday night drama here on Very Biased Opinions, and you're not getting away with it this week. We have to talk about F91 Dudelange once again, but we start with Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Besiktas.
Well, I've predicted that tomorrow Wolverhampton Wanderers will win a football match against Brighton Hove and Albion, but after Albion destroyed the Gunners, I can't be sure. But Wolves are at home. I'm expecting them to come off a win here. I expect them to beat Besiktas because it's a Turkish club away from home and they play better in front of a partisan crowd. Wolves to win 2-0.
Yeah, I also got Wolves to win. They've been excellent this season, and I think they sort of almost go under the radar a little bit, as if people will just expect them to be really good. I think they'll win. I'm going to share it 2-0. Cluj versus Celtic.
I always think you're saying something really dirty when you start with Cluj, and then it goes to Cluj and not the other word.
That's Transylvania, isn't it? Pretty sure it is.
Really hope so.
Pretty sure it is.
We should go watch a game there, Ian. I've got Cluj to beat Celtic because I never back Scottish sides because it's against everything inside me. So Cluj to win 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, Celtic historically don't travel away in the Champions League, but they are doing really well this season in Europe, and they have nothing to play for in this one, so this might be one they lose, but I think they'll be good enough to get a point, one each.
There.
Rangers versus a load of young boys.
Again, I refuse to back any Scottish side. I'm not even going to pretend I care about them. Oh, look, we're doing well in the SPF, I don't know, Sunscreen League. I've got Rangers to lose 2-0.
Stop being mean to our friends from north of the border, you savage. Yeah, again, Rangers, I think they need to win just to be sure of qualification. I think they will win this one, and I think they will win it by 2-0. Thomas, it's that time. It's that time to talk about another one of your favourite teams. Not Standard Liège, it's Arsenal.
Oh, the raging dumpster fire got absolutely hooned by Brighton. Oh, good lord, I got nothing for them. They're pathetic. They're a waste of space. Poor Freddie Ljungberg, ruining his reputation, sat at that god-awful club that no one could fix if they tried. Arsenal are going down this year. They're going to lose today, tomorrow, whatever day this is, Thursday, 2-1.
This is such an Arsenal thing. One, I know you complain about the Europa League, but you do get to complain about Arsenal, so you must like it for that point as well. Arsenal put themselves in a position where they need to get a result out of this one, and I'm not entirely sure they will. They've been absolutely garbage, and Ljungberg has done nothing. Look at what Duncan Ferguson did in one game at Everton, where all the passion was there, and he's leaping around on the sideline. That's the assistant. No. That's the assistant manager that you need. That's the caretaker manager that you need. Arsenal, they go and appoint former underwear model Freddie Ljungberg, and they just play like a load of nonces running around like headless chickens. I can't back Arsenal in this game. I can't. But I'm going to. I'm going to say they'll win 2-1.
Right, Ian, as the editor, I'm going to trust you right now. Here's a picture of Duncan Ferguson punching somebody. And that's why you play for this man. Because he literally has gone on football pitches just to hit somebody and then walked off before he even gets the red card because he knows what's coming. I would be petrified playing on his team. You come in at halftime, you walk in the dressing room, and it's just a blow across the bows, and you didn't pick up your man.
Because it's time for the main event.
Manchester United versus A to Z of Alkmaar.
Very good, I like that. I cannot stop you talking about Man United, especially today. So Thomas, go for it.
It's been absolutely insane. They've won 2 straight games against 2 quality oppositions. I'm in complete shock. They actually played a counter-attacking style of football today, which is what you kind of begged for them to do with the amount of speed they have up front in James and Rashford, and they actually did it, and they did it really well. I mean, they hit the post. They missed an open goal. It could have been 4-0 at halftime. They were absolutely unbelievable against Man City. This is Man City that have won the league with record points before, almost the exact same thing. It's nuts. It's a nice day to be a Man United supporter for the first time in a very, very, very long time. Convincing winners today. City got a goal back, but forget about that. Forget about that. We're playing the A to Z team. I mean, they have everything. B, C, D, M, N, P, Q, R. They've got all the letters. It's not really fair. Man United, though, are going to win, firstly because they're at home, and secondly because the Europa League is a joke, and quite literally they could cakewalk it and win another title for the second time in 3 years. Man United to win this game, 2-0.
Here's where I stand on Ollie at the moment. Just very, very, very fast, right? Man United seem to play well when they play the top sides. In fact, their record against the top 6 is exceptional this year. I don't think they've lost to any of them. And I think that comes down to the fact that these are the games where Ollie doesn't need to do a lot of coaching because the players are like naturally up for it. I think it's like more the games where they play your Bournemouths or your Newcastles where he needs to kind of insert himself a little bit more into things, and I think that's where Man United seem to be coming a cropper more than anything else. I actually didn't think they would lose either of these games in predictions. I didn't think they'd win them both, but at least I didn't back them to lose, so I take a little bit of credit. And who cares about this game? I don't. Man United will win 1-0.
Is that it, Ian? Are we done?
Yes, that is it. We are finally done. Thomas, you can run off to whatever it is you do on a Saturday night. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you can give it a big old like, we would love it very much. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. So please click subscribe. We also would love that very much. Go check out Grandstand Betters. They are superb tipsters and they will win you a ton of money. Thomas, do we have anything else to add?
If you're looking for detailed football analysis, Christ, it's probably in the wrong place.